not so long ago, ONDRI directed some of its attention to this sort of at-home approach, the idea of acquiring and collecting data at home. And the idea was to sort of exploit and take advantage of the emerging technologies that made this possible. Over the last many years, the miniaturization, the smaller batteries, the ability to store and stream data have made it increasingly possible to acquire high quality information from people out of the clinic and at home. And to enable this, to make sure that people with neurodegenerative disease and their care providers and clinicians were part of the target for all of this, we decided as part of ONDRI, important for us to take some leadership in this space. And certainly we're interested in the role that these remote technologies and monitoring could provide in diagnosis, prognosis, care, and outcomes. And to Doug's point in the talk before, the idea of trying to find basically biomarkers captured in this particular way on sensors, wearable sensors, is to complement all the other measures that are being captured to inform us about next best steps. So I give you this little bit of a framework only to identify where we're going to focus our attention. What constitutes ONDRI at Home is a much bigger enterprise. There are many moving parts to ensuring that we can collect data remotely. I'm going to talk obviously about the wearable sensors, but for example, there's a significant and important role for intermittent assessing, like cognitive testing. And of course, Doug's example of eye tracking as a potential target for intermittent assessment done at home, and biosamples. All of those are critical to and eventually an ideally successful at-home approach here. In addition, the idea that there needs to be a very user-friendly interface and mechanism by which individuals can share their information out of home, those are also things we target and that are important. And of course, all the related parts, the neuroinformatics, the integration of input from clinicians and research, all of that is part of the bigger picture.